Do they exist? Is that a thing? Houston, we have a problem. Go! You look at that whole scene, in fact, the tree, the sheep, the sky, the clouds. Oh my goodness. You can just imagine Knights of the Realm. First day is always the worst. It's hell. Oh, what a beautiful place this is. Oh my goodness, it's moving like mad. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago we went and did the Cumbria Way and we all had an absolutely fantastic time? Well, I had so much of a good time that I decided that we, this week, are going to go and do the Dales Way. So, similar to the other week, you go and get yourself a brew. I'm going to go and try and flag us down a train because we need to get to Ilkey. Okay, here we are in Ilkey. First time ever. Never been here before in my life, and I like it. It looks nice. Now, the original plan was to go down here. I think it's down here. There's a Betty's and go and have a brew, but I think I'm just going to push on because it's 9:20, a long day ahead, and it would just feel like marking time if I'm just from drinking tea and eating scones. So it's a little bit confusing actually at the beginning because, well, there doesn't seem to be a definitive one like the Cumbria Way. It's just here somewhere in Ilkey. But if you have a look on the Google Maps, there's something that says it sort of starts, well, around here somewhere, kind of next to the bridge. Okay, I think we go down here. It's going to be ropey as hell. So this is not going to be like the Cumbria Way where huge sections of it are very familiar. I don't know this at all. Not one bit. There's certain bits of Yorkshire Dales that I'm familiar with, and I'll talk about that later on, but yeah, the rest of it, no idea. There's going to be a lot of map checking. A lot. In fact, speaking of maps, let's go and have a look at an overview of the entire route and then take a look at what we're doing today up to Grassington. So from Ilkey to Grassington, let's have a look. We've kicked off this adventure in Ilkey in West Yorkshire, and we're going to be following the course of the River Wharfe for 2 days as it winds its way past beautiful North Yorkshire villages like Grassington, Kettlewell and Bugden. We'll move from North Yorkshire and into Cumbria, along Dentdale to Dent, past Sedbergh, along the River Lune and across the M6 heading towards Burneside and Staveley, before finally dropping down into Bowness on Windermere. So here we are, day one, just left Ilkey, and as I've just mentioned, we're going to be following the River Wharfe for the whole day. First of all, skirting along the edge of the village of Addingham, and then out into the beautiful Yorkshire countryside. We'll pass Bolton Bridge and into the Bolton Abbey estate for a few miles, and we'll cross the river several times along this stretch. We'll go past Barden Bridge, still on the River Wharfe, and eventually we'll reach the village of Burnsall and maybe go and get a pint. After Burnsall, we'll pretty much be on the final straight to Grassington, and therefore the end of day 1. So there you have it, a little bit longer than the Cumbria Way by about 7 miles. And like I said, completely unknown, but I'm really excited about it. Really, really excited. And yeah, I'll talk about why I'm doing it, why I'm doing this particular way, and why I'm doing it so soon after the Cumbria Way once we get out of Ilkey and get onto the way properly. Oh, I love it. It's such a beautiful day. God. So, yeah, like I said, it's 9:30. I haven't had any breakfast. I'm a little bit hungry, to be honest with you, but I'm going to push on. I just saw a big sign there. It says fish and chips. There, look. Riverside Bar. God, this is lovely round here. Look at this. So this is the River Wharf. This is what we're going to be following for 3 days, practically. I think almost to its source. In fact, maybe to its source. Okay, we're already off to a good start. I mean, look at this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm moving to Ilkey. I'm kidding. So, I think when you look on Google Maps, I think it's here. It seems to pinpoint this corner here as being the start of the Dales Way. There we go. Oh, maybe that's why. Where are we? Ilkey, there. So today finishing there, tomorrow there, next day hopefully there, next day somewhere there, and finally into Bowness. And there's the sign, 82 miles. I've measured it on the OS Map app, and it's around about 79 miles, so that's about 3 miles out, this one. Anyway, here we go, we're on it, we're doing it. How exciting. Yeah, bit of a funny start. Is there an official start? I guess that's probably it. Same on the other side. So when we get to Bowness, there isn't really an end. You know, you just come into the town and that's it, you're done. In a similar vein to the Cumbria Way, what are we going to see? What adventures are we going to have on this particular trip? What nightmares are we going to have? God, it could be all sorts. But in terms of weather, it's forecast to be very different to what it was on the Cumbria Way. So, as you saw, day 1 was like this, very much like this, beautiful. Day 2 and 3, not so great. Not so great at all. There shouldn't be any of that this week. It should be pretty much like this all week, which has its complications as well, because you can get crispy and burnt, and it's going to be hot, so there's going to be a lot of water drunk. Right, well, now where am I going? See, already, Dales Way, it's obvious. Cumbria Way, not so much. Oops, get run over. So, a little bit like the Cumbria Way, I'm kind of walking from a distance away, so from far away, towards home. Not quite home, not far, it's only 10 miles away from home. So it feels the same sort of thing, that kind of journey home. It's lovely. However, the difference this time is the fact that I'm actually doing it in the kind of official direction most people do from Ilkey to Bowness, to finish in Bowness. I'd kind of like to finish here. It's nice, really, really, really nice. Definitely come back to Ilkey. I don't get out much. Look at the scenery, isn't this absolutely glorious? And this weather, the weather makes it. I mean, if it's hammering it down now, it'd look a bit grim, wouldn't it? But because it's so sunny and blue sky, all the greens are popping. So, did you get that brew? I hope you did, because this is going to be, I hope it's a big brew. In fact, I hope it's a pot, because this one could be quite a long day up to Grassington. There's an added complication as well to this particular walk the whole way. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. You might have already spotted it. I tell you what, these sheep look hard as hell. Look at them. So, like I said, we're pretty much following the river wharf all the way up until it's no more. And the river's just over there. We've kind of come away from it a little bit, but then we join it. And then we're going to be crossing it several times. I think, this is all guesswork. And then finally get to Grassington. I was supposed to do my research and find out exactly where the river wharf Kapla goes to, where it flows out of or into, but I completely failed to do that. That's rather nice. Very nice, very pleasant, very peaceful. I think that peace is going to be shattered fairly soon because we're going to be running alongside a main road. It actually might be the A65, I'll double check that. But yes, as you can see, back on the river wharf, I think this is going to be a familiar sight pretty much, like I said, for the next 3 days. Ooh. Watch your noggin. This kind of feels like the walk just outside of Carlisle. Very similar. Here's a problem with dry, hot, sunny days. Flies. It's just flies all over me. It's literally like flies around. So yeah, there you go, look, Dales Way. This is so much better than the Cumbria Way. That is indeed the A65. Flipping noisy. Today is definitely one of those days where you could just sit out in a pub beer garden by a river. Something like this would be perfect. And just have a few drinks. Oh. Okay, finally leaving this noisy bit of road. And down here. Okay, here's another thing of note straight away. The stone in Yorkshire is absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. Look at the colour of it, it's so warm. Unlike the lakes where it's all grey slate. This is beautiful, especially on a sunny day. Look at it. It's like a cute little magical village. And look at that letterbox VR. What a spotter. Look at this little row of cottages here. All these old gas lamps as well. Probably don't work, but look nice. Oh man, look at this place. It's gorgeous. Cute dog. Oh, that's very cute. Oh, just had a little cuddle with that dog there. I think it was a lurcher, I think. So cute, so friendly. A little bit like Finn, I think, lurchers. A little bit sort of cat dog like. They can bomb it and then they just want to sleep for the rest of the day. So cute. But I had a bit of a chat with a lady there. Again, didn't film it. Oh, lovely, just lovely people everywhere. What a great country. Oh my goodness. Just when I thought it couldn't get any cuter. Look at this. This little cottage. Oh. Wow. What on earth am I seeing there? That looks like a automated lawnmower. Do they exist? Is that a thing? This must be Millionaires Row around here or something, because wow, there's some amazing looking houses. This gorgeous little road, the old rectory. Look at that. There it is, it's a flipping lawnmower. Look. Oh man. It doesn't actually feel like I'm in England now. Sorry, that we are in England. I have to apologise, by the way, today. It's either too light or it's too dark. It's a bit of a nightmare when it's full sun and then you've got really shadowy areas like this through trees. Oh my goodness, look at this little footbridge. Oh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Kind of unusual, isn't it, to have such a major footpath going straight through a boneyard. It's a fine church though, isn't it? That is fine. Oh, lovely. That's nice. How's is that? Look what it is. It's a Mr. Whippy proper ice cream. I can't have ice cream for breakfast. That would just be wrong, wouldn't it? I want meat. So I think we're dropping down to the river. Is it here or a bit further along? Let's have a look. Yes, down we go. Bye-bye ice cream van. You know, it's amazing the difference. You can feel it straight away. As soon as you come off tarmac, it just feels so much softer underfoot. Even though this is like hard-packed dirt, it still feels much better than that concrete pavement. Okay, so I think we go through a little bit of a caravan site just here, which again feels a bit random. Oh, wow. What a great place to have a caravan. Right on the river, look. Like a Swiss chalet, isn't it? With the cable car thingy-majiggies. They're all like Swiss chalets. I think the path just kind of cuts betwixt a couple of caravans and then down to the river, I think. Oh, I love it. Dales Way. This is a bit tight. Nah, not so bad. So, I think now would probably be quite a good time to talk about what I mentioned earlier about the complications on this particular walk. The eagle-eyed of you will have noticed that I'm not carrying my normal bag, the f-stop camera bag, which means I don't have my camera. Like I said on the Cumbria Way, on these particular types of journeys, these long-distance walks, I'm not going to bring my camera. I'm going to dedicate all of my time and concentration to just staying alive and just enjoying it, you know. It's too far to be looking at a camera. It's not that kind of gig at all. It's more about, you know, visual and just immersing yourself in the environment, and obviously a lot of walking. That said, what I will do, even though I haven't got my camera, I've still got my photographer's eyes and I'm still looking. So I'm still seeing things, shot potential. I'm not saying anything yet, but you know, potentially further on as we get further up, there might be places where I think, oh, actually, I need to come back here with my camera. You know, just make a mental note. I want to say I love doing this. Honestly, it just feeds the soul so much. These journeys, a little bit like I mentioned last time, you know, it's you leave the house, you don't know what's going to happen. It's a bit of an adventure. There's so many unknowns. There's quite a lot of unknowns on this one. I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get through the gate first. Very modern gates. Yeah, so it's just really loving the idea of journeys. My goodness, I get so much joy. I think you guys get a lot of joy out of it. Seeing the landscape change as you go, the A to B, and it's going to be this sort of stuff, long distance walks, but also A to B journeys in the van. So it'd be exactly the same sort of thing, except for the van's doing the walking, and I do bigger distances. But it'd be same premise of just getting out there and having an adventure. And the thing was, with the van, I can take the camera as well, so that's good. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about it all. And I know I might be a little bit delirious because it's sunny and wonderful. But even in that last one, when it was hammering it down all day for 2 days, still loved it. Still like, oh, I want more. There's going to be more. We're all going to go and do more of these things together. So I don't have the camera. Therefore, I don't have the camera bag. So what have I got? Well, I've got my Osprey 58, which is probably way too big for what I need. That also means I've got other stuff in there. And that other stuff is a tent and a sleeping bag and a sleeping mat. So yes, we're camping. Different bag, same amount of weight. So last time I was carrying 12.2 kilos. This is exactly the same, 12.2 kilos. Can you believe it? But instead of the camera and the camera bag and bits of batteries, like I said, I've got all the camping gear. This bag feels so much lighter than that one. And it's all about how these bags work. I mean, the Osprey do fantastic packs. All the weight's on my hips and there's not a lot on my shoulders at all. Oh, how cute is that? This little hoosey. Oh, it's so beautiful here. Once again, stuck record, but it really is. I think it's only going to get more and more so. Houston, we have a problem. Or should I say, Mooston. There's a whole bunch of cows right on the flipping path. You're kidding me. Let's see if we can kind of shoo them off a little bit. Go on! Go! They're not for moving. We've got a little bit of a Mexican standoff here. So I think what I might do is head to that gate there, look, and then just take it from there. They might be 100 deep. I can't even see the back of them. Right, we'll go around. You keep an eye on that one there. It's eyeballing me. Yeah, it just wasn't moving, that. So in that last one, I know I don't want to keep talking about the last video, but those bullocks at the end, I just kind of did exactly that. Got a little bit shouty with them. And they all ran off. Petrified. Not these lot. I wonder, okay, I think if I get through this gate here, I don't think there's a fence on the other side, so they've probably come from that field. They'll probably follow me like those bullocks did. Okay, looks like it's locked, yeah. Soz farmer. Right, yes, as I suspected, there's no fence this side. Thank the Lord. But they might all come out now. Like, ooh, what's he doing? Okay, back in the game. Back on river. So, getting back onto the subject of journeys. For some reason, I keep getting this pull or draw to France. I don't know what it is. Every time I see places like this, I think, ooh, France, you know, like what's it, Ardèche, is it Ardennes? Whatever, you know what I mean? The Ardèche, is it? You know, just getting off the beaten path and doing some long distance things there. Perhaps also down in the Pyrenees, that would be amazing. I kind of have this pull towards Greece for some reason. Again, no idea why. I see certain things and oh, I need to go and do a journey there, some kind of a, you know, trip. Any of you guys have been to France and you know of walking areas and places that are just great for outdoor people and great for doing this sort of thing, please let me know in the comments, because I'll be up for doing that and obviously making a video. Again, I might just be delirious now though, you know, daydream. So grateful for that breeze right now. It's lovely. Sorry, it's me again. I just want to say very quickly that I've not seen a single other person yet walking in the same direction as me. I've seen people kind of walking the dogs, but not people, you know, on the Dales way. It's great. There's no one here, look. I absolutely love this walk already. I absolutely love it. And I know for a fact, come a couple of days when I'm a bit more tired and it definitely gets a bit more arduous, Wednesday is going to be a hell day. I know that I'll be looking back at this day and thinking, God, I had no idea what was going to come. What an idiot. It's horrible. But at this moment in time, I'm living in the moment, I'm living in the now, and now is absolutely flipping breathtaking. So happy right now. Okay, straight across, is it? Looks like it. Morning, you're right.
Morning.
Oh, got my foot stuck. So the observant ones of you, which I think is pretty much probably all of you, will have noticed that I'm not wearing the same shoes as I did on the Cumbria Way. The Hawker, still forgotten the name, I can't remember the name. It says it all, doesn't it, really? I had a few blisters at the end, which is kind of normal, I guess. There were other pains that I had in certain parts of my foot that just, I don't get with anything else, any other kind of footwear. And so I've gone back to wearing these. These are like the Rocklight 315 GTX. I had a pair of these before. I think if you cast your mind back to the Derwent Water walk I did back in spring, I was wearing a pair of them then. They were old and full of holes and all the water was going in. These are brand new ones. Well, I say brand new. I've put about 20 miles on them now, just broken them a little bit, getting them comfy. Feel great. You know, I was feeling it already on day one Cumbria Way. I could feel there's something a little bit off with them. Weird kind of pinch points, just bizarre. Whereas these, touch wood, have been fine so far. I'm not going to say any more though, because this is the longest distance that I'll be doing in them, kind of back to back. So I'm going to reserve judgment and let you know on the last day when we're heading into Bowness how they've got on and the state of my feet. Hopefully they'll be all right. Oops. So this is a bit of a dodgy bit on the road like this. It doesn't look busy at the moment, but it was busy a minute ago. Oh, it's really nice in here. It's very, very overgrown. But the smells, wow. Look at it, it's like a jungle. That's very cute. Straight across. So I'd imagine, yeah, this is Bolton Bridge. Guessing now. Do I go in there and see if there's any food? I think I should, you know. I'm going to go down here into the little village and see if there's somewhere I can just grab a bite to eat. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, really good, thank you. Very, very hungry. Yes. So I'm assuming the Yorkshire Farmers Big Breakfast is like the biggest one you do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll have one of those then, please. Yeah. Brilliant, thank you. Alrighty, where the hell were we? We came down there, didn't we? Yeah. Well, it was alright. That was alright. Not the best I've ever had, has to be said. I think you can get two different types of fry-ups. There's a clean fry-up and a dirty fry-up. That was a dirty fry-up. It was swimming in grease. But it hit the spot, and I think it's kind of given me a little bit of energy for the remainder of today to get us to Grassington. Hopefully not going to end up with the trots. That would not be good, would it, at all? God, just the thought of it is actually making my stomach hurt a little bit. That's not what I want, oh my God. Just take out a cyclist. Don't want that either. Look at this, look at it. It looks so nice down here. That's where we're going. Aren't we lucky? Oh, that was painful. Oh. Cricket pavilion there. That is quintessential England, isn't it? Quintessential Yorkshire as well. Oh, hang on a sec. I need to have a look at this. Oh, it's a nice bench with a very nice view. Can you imagine just sitting here? I can't believe how manicured this bit of grass is here compared to this next to it. It's gorgeous, like a golf course. That's a gorgeous tree. Look at that whole scene, in fact. The tree, the sheep, the sky, the clouds. I'm on drugs again. Okay, first glimpse of Bolton Abbey, and wow, that's a whopper. It's really. Okay, so we're now definitely in the grounds of Bolton Abbey. It's lovely. You can see all the families milling about. Oh no, that's really cute. Look at that. Bolton Abbey, probably huge amounts of historical importance. I know none of it, and I should know, but I don't. I've done no research. But this is the kind of stuff that, you know, if you're looking at it and thinking, oh, that looks really interesting, just Google it. That's so lazy, I know. But the purpose of these videos isn't me being your guide. I don't know stuff. I'll tell you stuff if I know it, but if I don't, then I don't. We're just sort of discovering it all together, you know. Look at it, though. I'm kind of looking at it from a photographer's sort of perspective. If I happen to know history, then fair enough, but I don't. Not here. Oh, this is lovely. And there's an ice cream van. Might get one. Let's go and have a look. Well, it's definitely got a bit busier, hasn't it? Oh, I think it's a proper ice cream as well. Let's see if they do a 99 with a flake. How's it going? You alright? Oh, look at that. You do a 99. Okay, could I have a 99, please? Medium, please, yeah. With the double choc chip with a flake, please. All in. Oh, hang on a minute. I might just take one scoop. That's too much. Just one scoop will do. Sorry. Perfect, thank you. That's great. Thank you very much, thank you. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Double choc chip with a flake. This is going to be a disaster. Okay, here we go. Have yourself a lick. Go on. Don't take the flake though, that's mine. That was definitely a kind of ice cream, and today is definitely the kind of day where it had to be eaten like in under a minute because it was just dripping everywhere. So it's a good job you lot were here to help me polish it off. So I've probably got ice cream all over my face. I do apologise, there's not a lot I could do about that. Those tissues are rubbish, you end up smearing it all over the place. Anywho, let's get across the bridge and get out of this madhouse. It is mad. I can't believe how many people are here. Look at it on the other side. It's like Benidorm. That looks like a much more fun way to go. Now, centre of balance. This could be a good test of the old pack, actually. See if the centre of gravity is any good. Oh God, I'm getting dizzy. Oh, this is better than the bridge. Okay, onwards. Past Magaluf. Honestly, I just want to push on now and get out of here. So, in all the excitement, I forgot to mention the fact that that was our first crossing of the River Wharfe. And it was an interesting crossing, wasn't it, with those stepping stones. Perhaps today is a good day to die. Feels a little bit like air of force round here. A little bit. Okay, it's Madeira now. On the Lavadas de something font. Deep. Ooh, it's not deep, but it's very, very slippy. Wow, that was close. My God, it's so busy. I think this is probably supposed to be closed. It's alright, leave it. Thank you. Thanks. Yes, we do cross. Back over the River Wharfe. God, it is so busy. Car park though, you see, that's why. Let's get away. I think we're all on the same page when it comes to people. In that we don't hate people. We just hate crowds of people. When it's just too many of them huddled together and it gets noisy and you kind of, you're trying to pick your way along the path and there's just kids running at you. It gets a little bit manic. Now, look at it. It's lovely. There's no one around now. Not even halfway. Can you believe it? God help you.
Grandma's younger than me.
I thought.
Okay, so for a brief moment there, we kind of left the river, went through the woods, and now we're back again. Isn't it lovely? Wow, this is a beautiful section actually, because the river's completely calmed down, and as you can see, it's like a mirror. Okay, some falls here, rapids or something or other, called the Strid. Probably should go down and have a look, but can't be asked. Looks nice though from here. It's an interesting little bit of path, isn't it? Oh, it's warm, you know. It just feels so close. Not even halfway yet. Just come up to halfway actually of today. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Look at that. Hellfire. Wow, it kind of feels quite wild now actually. Just for a very, very brief moment there, I thought I was back in Nepal. Delirium has definitely set in. Let's have a look. Where, yeah, there's a footbridge just down here. I think that marks the halfway point of today. And yes, I've got all that to do again. It's funny because I think the first day of the Cumbria Way felt brutal. You know, it just seemed to go on and on and on, and I remember thinking, oh my god, I'm not even halfway yet. And it felt painful, whereas the days after that didn't. I don't know whether that's just because you've already put in so many miles, you've warmed up, you know, it's kind of a percentage left of what you've got to do. I don't know, it's weird. But, yeah, feeling it now, feeling that same feeling of, oh my god, I'm only halfway, it'll be fine. There's a beer waiting for me at the other end. I'm going to put my tent up first, mind you. Damn it. There we go. Still in bloody Bolton Abbey. It's just never ending, this bit. Now that's a nice looking bridge, isn't it? Almost like a castle. It looked nice, but it's the wrong way. And I did have a horrible feeling that it's this way that we need to go. We're going up and over the bridge. Oh, this is really, really nice. I mean, what history has this thing got? You can just imagine Knights of the Realm clippity-cloppeting across here, couldn't you? Okay, this is Baden Bridge. There's a Baden Tower around here somewhere, like remains of. Again, no idea what the history is. I'm sure it's incredible and bloody. Uh-oh, another ice cream van. Oh no, I didn't film opening that one. Oh heck. I must admit, I do feel like I'm flagging a bit, and I've been trying to figure out why do I feel so tired? Why do I feel like I can't be bothered talking to you lot anymore? I'm just plodding on. And I think it just hit me that actually I'm probably a little bit dehydrated, and also salt levels are probably quite depleted. Having said everything I said in the last video about drinking, you know, spring water, bottled water, I haven't done it this time. I've just used tap water, and I can really feel that difference. Yeah, I need to fill up with some of that probably. I've got my filter. I'm going to try and find somewhere in a minute to drop down In fact, here's the perfect place, look, and start rehydrating, because I do feel depleted. It's a bit slippy. Salted, mate. Okay, it didn't look great, but yes, have a taste test without falling in. Woo! And look at the colour, look at it there, can you see it? Yeah, it tastes alright. We'll find out if it was safe or not, if there's a part 2. If there's no day 2, then you know that I kind of died of something. Oh, I had to go home with the trots. Anyway, onwards. It just keeps on going on. I think we kind of wind round the valley that way, then we zigzag back round. May even do that again. Might do that twice. And then finally we get to Grassington. But that's at least 3 hours away yet. I've got another 3 hours walking. First day is always the worst. It's hell. Look at it, it's hell. In fact, yeah, I think you can kind of see where we're going right up that valley there, look. Getting lax. Oh my goodness, there's just flies all over me. They're just stuck to the sun cream. Can't wait to get my sleeping bag tonight. Unwashed with flies. To be honest with you, thinking about sleeping bag, I don't think I'll be in it tonight. I brought my 3-season one because you never know, sometimes it does drop down at night, it gets cooler. But I've got a funny feeling it's going to be one of those weeks where I'm just going to be sleeping on top. That's nice. A couple of murder cabins here, look. What's in there? Alrighty, across the bridge. Whoa! So yeah, feeling much better now actually. I think that's what it was. I was flagging a bit there. It was dehydration. And it's also, I must admit, cooled down a little bit. It's 3 o'clock, which doesn't make any difference, but there's a bit more cloud cover now, he says. Comes out sunny. So, got about 9 kilometres left, 5 miles-ish. And a place called Drebley, it's over there somewhere. The next village is called, it's probably not pronounced this way. I've got the water like this, by the way, because it stops it banging. It just looks weird. It's called Apple Tree Wick. Now, if that was in Cumbria, that would be pronounced Apple Tree Wick. Is that how it's pronounced? Let me know how you pronounce that one if you're from here. I think there's a pub there. But I'm not gonna go to that pub. I think there's one in Burnsall. I think it's called Burnsall, which is the final village before Grassington. I might have a pint there because that's like literally 4 or 5 kilometres out, and then just get on it, Grassington. No, I'm not. Oh, good. There's like some waterfalls up ahead. And that's the thing about doing these ways, you kind of, you get to see places like this that you wouldn't ordinarily even think about visiting, I think. Would you come here? I don't know. This seems a little bit kind of out of the way. In fact, as I say that, I can see a gazillion people up ahead, so maybe it is quite a popular spot. But I found that on the Cumbria Way as well. I ended up going to places that, I'm very familiar with Cumbria, but there were places that I've never been to and would never even consider going there. That is the joy of walking, and I guess that's the joy of doing this sort of stuff. It's good. I like it. Journeys. Woo! Journeys for the win. Oh, what a beautiful place this is. Be careful here though. Wow. It's so easy, to take your head off. I've banged my head I don't know how many times today. Cool. Hands up who's slept in one of those tents, the old canvas tents. Flipping heck. So obviously the scouts are here, or guides. There's the flag, look, in the middle. Can you see it? Oh man. I had so many happy days, happy camping with the scouts. Flipping heck. It all came flooding back when I saw the colour of the canvas tents and then the flag as well. As a slightly older child, I lived in Holland for a couple of years, and I was in the scouts there, and we used to have like week-long camps over in Germany and all sorts of places. Amazing summers, adventures, wide games, and also there were times that pretty much seeded this, I think. Yeah, let me know in the comments if any of you guys were part of the Cubs, Scouts, Brownies, Guides movement, and if any of you got onto Venture Scouts. I always wanted to do Venture Scouting, but we ended up leaving Holland and things kind of changed, so I couldn't do it. And let me know what kind of impact it had on your lives. If it's similar to my story in that it planted the seed, or certainly planted a big part of it, let me know. Because my goodness, what a thing it is, if that is the case, if everybody feels the same way. So this is Apple Tree Wick, however you pronounce it. Nice, isn't it? It's got that typical Yorkshire village look to it. Now, the place where I'm staying is not a permanent campsite, it's a pop-up campsite, so it only opens, I think it opened on the 24th of July, so it only opens for the summer holidays. It is booked, but I'm kind of worried it's going to be dead busy. Looking at all these campsites here, they look rammed, and they look rammed with like party goers, We can have a party. I don't want a party, I want to sleep. I've got a long way to go. But if I have to party, I will. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like, how noisy it's going to be. We'll see. I've got earplugs, so it'll be alright. Getting chomped by horseflies. This is not good. It's funny, isn't it? Whatever you do, whatever the weather's like, there's always challenges involved. So when it's wet, gear gets wet, and microphones get wet, and everything just gets a little bit itchy and, uncomfortable. But then when it's hot and everything's just itchy, uncomfortable, you're getting bitten, like it's burnt. I mean, I'm not mourning, but I am. I do like this beautiful settled weather. It is gorgeous, isn't it? It is, really. And to be honest with you, if I wasn't walking, I'd be sat down doing something non-sweaty, so it'd be very nice. I think I definitely prefer those cooler days. I think cooler environments up in the mountains, definitely my cup of tea. Okay, I mean, look at this, look. That, you could definitely say that you're in France now, couldn't you? Oh, I'm leaving my sunglasses on. Sorry, it's so bright. I think I've just realised what it is, why day one is the hardest. I think it's because it involves the travel to the start as well. So I had to walk down to the station, and then there's a 2.5 hour train journey, and then you start walking. Whereas every successive day now, I'm just going to get up, hopefully throw some breakfast in, if I can get any, and then just walk, and that's it. There's no travelling to the start or anything like that. Oh, that's a bit tricky. Oh my goodness. It's chaos here. This is Burnsall Park. I did not expect this at all. Since everybody comes for a swim at the river. That right there is might be worse than a nightmare. Jets are up. Can you see it? Tiny dot. Probably just come from Cumbria. I fancy a lager. I know I'm going to get some hate for that because it's not a proper man's drink, but hot day lager. Oh, it's me. Sorry, Miles Way. Can I have a pint of Moretti, please? That's it, thanks, yeah. Lovely, thank you. Well, that was very, very pleasant indeed. But I think that might have been a bad idea. Where are we going? Up to the front there. Down here. Yeah, that went down far too easily. And I could have sat and had another 3 or 4 easily. This is going to be a very, very painful 5 kilometres. It really is such a lovely part of the world. And what a great idea to do the Dales Way. You know, I mentioned in the last video, actually no, it wasn't the last video, I think it was maybe on Instagram or somewhere, maybe on Patreon, I can't remember, I'm a little bit drunk. After one point, I mentioned doing stuff overseas, and it was Dan in the clan who mentioned, forget overseas, come and do the Dales Way, it's brilliant. So thanks to you, Dan. So we kind of keep going through these quiet sections and then, you know, noisy sections with loads of people. And I've just got this awful feeling. Oh, there's a rope swing, I might have to get involved. This awful feeling that I'm going to get to Grassington, it's just going to be party central. Oh, heck. Speaking of Dan, actually, you might see him tomorrow night. I think he said he's going to come out and see me in Buckton because he is a Yorkshire lad. Like I said, one of the clan members, one of the founding members of the clan, actually, one of the chieftains. So yeah, hopefully he'll come up to Buckton and we'll have a couple of pints. That'd be great. I'm just not getting these gates. I'm going to go through it. I don't care. Oh, I like this section. Very dark. What a fantastic bridge. Flipping it, look at this bridge. Look at it. You know what comes to mind straight away? I shall sing the tune. Oh my goodness, it's moving like mad. It is moving like mad. It's a little bit like the old Nepalese bridges. Whew, all we need is some like prayer flags to hang from it. And we're back in Namche Bazaar. Wow, that's cool. I enjoyed that. That was definitely a highlight of today. We should be getting a first glimpse of Grassington any minute now. I think it's kind of just over there, over that rise. Grassington, I can't see it. So dark. 1 mile. 1 mile, people. What a fine way to finish, isn't it? This weather, the sunshine, a beer in one's belly. It doesn't actually get much better than this, does it? So far, loving it. So far, so good. See how I feel tomorrow, though, after a 0 sleep in the tent. Okay, here we are, Linton Falls. Just ruined that guy's shot. Soz. And we're heading up here, up to the village. I think this is that famous, or certainly one of them, walled paths. What a beautiful place this is. Quintessential classic view of Yorkshire, that, isn't it? Wonderful. So as we reach the village, the temptation is great. The temptation to go to the pub and not the campsite first, but we must go to the campsite, get our tent set up. God knows how we're all going to fit in it. Then we can just relax, go to the pub, and then just crash in the tent later on if we can find it. I think that was Sedbergh Lane. I think that's what it says on the map. It's not easy to read. It has to be said. This is a bit of a confession. I do smell like beef pie at the moment, and I don't think it's me. I think it's this t-shirt, and I'll talk about that later, maybe tomorrow. I think I've made a bit of a boob, and I might have to wear something else tomorrow. It's down here somewhere. There we go, yes. Perfect. It's not looking like a party field, that's straight away making me feel a bit happier. Okay, welcome to the campsite. I think I'm going to pitch my tent here, and would you believe it? The guy in the tent here is a member of the Black Clan. That's Andy. He's over there filling his water bottle. How cool is that? So we are going to have our own party here tonight. So this is the walk-on campers sort of bit here. The main campsite is over there. It's really good actually. Some toilets, showers. I'll show you around all those in a minute actually. This t-shirt, honestly, it's so bad. And I have to throw it in the bin. It's just not appropriate for this. I have got a merino wool long sleeved top in there. I'm just going to have to wear that from now on every day because that won't stink. But I am going to have to go and have a little bit of a scrub-a-dub-dub at the old pits there after I've got the tent up. Now, I'm not going to film putting the tent up. You've seen me do it so many times. What's the point? I'll see you when it's up. Okay, here we are with Andy, Patreon Black Clan member, no doubt. So obviously a top class person, high quality individual. So we've kind of just escaped the campsite, had showers, not together obviously, that would be weird, and we're heading out into Grassington. God, I keep forgetting its name, so I don't get pint and some food. Isn't it lovely? Yeah. The Devonshire it is. Follow you. Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, my handbag's falling. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
You go.
Happy travels. Just for that.
Ooh, there's something buzzing trying to get in here. It sounds big. If I sound a bit drunk, it's probably because I am a little bit drunk. Went with Andy. You met Andy. Very briefly. We had a few drinks at the... where the hell was it? Devonshire. And I've completely forgot to film the food as well, which is what I normally do, but we just got chatting and had a good laugh. It was good, really good. I was thinking all day today, you know, and I even mentioned it earlier on in the video, have I brought the wrong sleeping bag? Is it going to be too hot tonight? Am I going to be sleeping on top of it? Because, wow, it was so hot earlier, but temperature has dropped significantly. And there's quite a lot of moisture on the outside of the tent, so it's a bit damp. I kind of feel like I'm slurring my words. I was going to say tomorrow night will be different because, but it won't. It might be even worse. Anywho, it's been a lovely trip so far. Really enjoying the Yorkshire Dales. I love this part of the world. It's such a beautiful area. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to getting up towards Kettlewell and then obviously Buckden where we'll finish. Thanks so much for watching and I shall see you in the morning. We shall hunt breakfast somewhere. Good night.